sentence structure. So grammar is important. It's very important because it makes our sentence more clearly and meaningful. The second is about grammar rules. So not all rules are always always the same. So some rules are fixed, but some can change depending on the context. So like depending on the context. That's why grammar description need to explain both the main rules and also explain the exceptions. Okay. The third is form and function in grammar. So form means the structure of the sentence, and the function means is the purpose from the sentence. For example, like, can you help me? Is it a question form? Is a question from two people, but the function it's to ask politely. So grammar is not only about the rule, but also about why we use it. It's only not about the rules, but about why we use it, about how to use it. When we use it, the word like informal or formal. The next topic is about types of grammar. There are different types of grammar. There is this discourse grammar, which focus on how sentence connect to discourse grammar. It's focus on the sentence on the how sentence connect in the context or conversation, in the text or conversation. There is also spoken and writer. There is also spoken and writer grammar. Spoken grammar is usually more informal. In writing grammar is more formal. Yeah, spoken grammar is usually more informal, while written grammar is more formal. Like when we read essay in academic purpose, so we rewrite the grammar is used formal, not informal. The next point is limitation of grammar description. Limitation of grammar description is grammar's book cannot explain all language in real life because cannot explain language in real life because language depends on the situation. Sometimes people speak differently in daily conversation, and that is still normal. So the books is not can explain all about language because language is used in conversation and depends on the context, depends on the context and situation. The next is learning and teaching grammar. So students should do not only memorize the rules, they also need to practice using grammar in speaking and writing. This help grammar become easier to understand and more naturally. When we use it's like naturally, because we must practice the grammar on the speaking and writer. It's more important. It's so important. Okay, the next is about vocabulary. So students should students should first learn the most of useful in common word. After that, they can learn academic words, and they can learn academic words and words related to their file. Vocabulary should learn through reading, listening, speaking, and writing. The more often we meet the words, that easier they become to remember. This has also helped us develop fluency in 4 skill. So another important strategy is guessing from the context. So this means when we use the word around around as a known word to guessing its meaning, this is very useful when we're reading. Yeah, because like we guess, we don't know what this mean, but when we look the context, we know what the mean from the text. So I think that's guess from the context. The last is assessing vocabulary knowledge. This is mean checking if student understand the word meaning. The word meaning can use the word correctly. The word meaning can use the correctly in speaking and writing. Yeah. So the conclusion is grammar and vocabulary are both very important today and for your future, because they help us to communication more clearly and effectively, and easy to understand. I think that's all I can explain from our topic. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.